Welcome to Simple Review, the series where I briefly play a game, review it, and keep it simple. In this review, I'm covering the multiplayer functionality of a bullet hell RPG called Archvale. When playing this game, you will only have one game mode to play, and that is the story mode. This mode supports 2-player shared screen co-op and will simply have you attempting to rebuild an arch by collecting pieces from undying beings scattered all around Archvale. This mode can be played on 3 difficulties: easy, normal, and hard. Starting a game in multiplayer mode will require you to play that save with 2 players moving forward, so you won't be able to play that save in solo. Multiple save slots are available. While exploring the land of Archvale, you will come across weapons, equipment, blessings, artifacts, and badges. I will break down how all of these things are handled between you and your multiplayer partner. Weapons are shared between both players, so it won't matter if you just own one of a certain weapon. Both players can use them at once. If you find a certain weapon to be to your liking, you can upgrade it to increase its stats. Equipment grants certain buffs like increased defense or damage. These cannot be shared between players, so you'll need to get one equipment per player. Blessings are passive upgrades that increase the stats permanently of both players. Artifacts are used to trade for gold, which can then be used to purchase new items or upgrade weapons. Gold is shared between both players. Badges are selective upgrades for each player, so depending on how you want to build out your character, you may choose a badge to give increased magic damage, while your friend may choose a badge to give increased melee damage. These are shared between both players. Now when it comes to gameplay, you'll be interacting with several NPCs, fighting a wide variety of enemies, and defeating bosses. NPCs will offer your expected services in an RPG, like selling weapons, armor, and etc. Enemies reflect the biome you are in as you progress through Archvale, so you will be seeing different types of enemies such as slimes, bandits, and skeletons. Bosses are present in each biome and offer their own unique fighting experience. Combat is pretty straightforward. You have one attack, a dodge, and the ability to heal. If at any point you or your friend dies, the dead player will spawn back in the next area. If you both die, you will lose money and spawn back at the most recent checkpoint. And that's all that this game has to offer. Now for my experience, I'd have to say I found this game to be great overall. Combat felt nice and responsive. You had a great diversity of equipment and upgrades to really build out your character how you would like. The co-op features were very straightforward and were never hindering the overall experience. Enemies and bosses all offered a unique combat experience and became more challenging as the game progressed. There really isn't anything I could complain about other than the gameplay getting a little repetitive. So with all that being said, as a multiplayer game, this gets 10 pepperonis out of 10. As a game, this gets 8.5 pepperonis out of 10. Archvale offers an excellent multiplayer experience that you and your friends will easily find enjoyable. And that'll do it for this review. If you found this review to be helpful, or you would like to see more game reviews, please leave a like, subscribe, and check out my channel, where I post game reviews and game guides.